The Love Hypothesis, Chapter 1 Summary, detailed, English, by Ali Hazelwood. Chapter 1, A Fake Kiss That Changes Everything. The story begins with Olive Smith, a third-year PhD student in biology at Stanford University. Olive is highly intelligent and passionate about science, but when it comes to romance, she believes that love is unpredictable and often temporary. She is practical, logical, and prefers to rely on facts instead of emotions. Although she is dedicated to her research, Olive's personal life is complicated. She recently went on a few dates with a man named Jeremy, but she never felt a deep emotional connection with him. She realizes they are not compatible and decides to stop seeing him. Jeremy is kind, but Olive knows continuing the relationship would only lead to misunderstandings. However, another problem soon appears. Olive's best friend, Anne, secretly likes Jeremy. Anne is loyal and caring, but because Olive once dated Jeremy, she refuses to pursue him. She doesn't want to hurt Olive's feelings or appear as though she's stealing her friend's former boyfriend. Olive repeatedly tells Anne that she has absolutely no interest in Jeremy anymore. She insists that Anne should date him if they both like each other. Unfortunately, Anne doesn't believe her. She thinks Olive is simply pretending to be okay. Olive becomes frustrated because she wants her best friend to be happy. She realizes that words alone won't convince Anne. She needs undeniable proof that she has already moved on. One evening, Olive is leaving the biology building after working late in the laboratory. As she walks through the hallway, she unexpectedly sees Anne nearby. Panic immediately sets in. Olive knows Anne will assume she has been meeting Jeremy if she sees her alone near the building. Desperate to prove she has someone else in her life, Olive makes an impulsive decision. Without thinking carefully, she walks toward the first man she sees. Before she even understands what she's doing, she grabs the stranger and kisses him. The kiss is completely unexpected. Olive closes her eyes, hoping Anne will witness the moment and believe she has moved on. After a few seconds, she steps back in complete embarrassment. Only then does she look closely at the man she has just kissed. To her horror, she realizes he isn't just any stranger. He is Dr. Adam Carlson. Adam Carlson is one of Stanford's most famous and feared professors. He is young, brilliant, and internationally respected for his scientific research. Everyone in the biology department knows his reputation. Students believe Adam is cold, intimidating, and impossible to impress. He rarely smiles. He has incredibly high standards. Many graduate students fear presenting their research in front of him because his criticism can be harsh. Rumors about Adam spread throughout the department. Some students even avoid him whenever possible. Olive cannot believe her terrible luck. She has just kissed the most intimidating professor on campus. She immediately apologizes, expecting Adam to be angry or offended. Instead, Adam remains surprisingly calm. Rather than shouting or reporting her inappropriate behavior, he quietly listens as Olive nervously explains the situation. She tells him she only wanted to convince her best friend that she has moved on from her previous relationship. The explanation sounds ridiculous, even to Olive herself. She expects Adam to think she is completely insane. Instead, he simply accepts her explanation. His reaction surprises Olive because it doesn't match the scary reputation everyone talks about. Although Adam's facial expression remains serious, he doesn't insult or embarrass her. Olive notices that beneath his cold exterior, he may actually be more understanding than people believe. The awkward encounter finally ends, and Olive hopes she will never have to see Adam again. She assumes the embarrassing incident is over forever, but life has different plans. The chapter also introduces the demanding world of academic research. Graduate students constantly compete for funding, publish research papers, attend conferences, and worry about their careers. The environment is stressful, and many students work long hours in laboratories. Olive herself spends most of her time conducting experiments that often fail, a common reality in scientific research. Like many PhD students, she struggles with self-doubt, deadlines, and uncertainty about the future. This academic setting becomes an important backdrop for the novel, showing that the characters face not only romantic challenges, but also professional pressures. Another important aspect of Chapter 1 is Olive's personality. She is intelligent but socially awkward. She tends to overthink everything. She often panics under pressure. Her impulsive decision to kiss a stranger perfectly demonstrates how anxiety can lead to unexpected actions. Despite her intelligence, Olive sometimes makes emotional decisions that create even bigger problems. Meanwhile, Adam's first appearance creates mystery. Although everyone fears him, readers see a different side during their brief interaction. Instead of reacting with anger, he behaves professionally and surprisingly patiently. This contrast between his public reputation and his actual behavior hints that there is much more to his personality than rumors suggest. By the end of Chapter 1, several important questions remain unanswered. Why did Adam react so calmly? Will Olive ever face consequences for kissing a professor? Will this embarrassing incident remain a secret? Could this accidental kiss become something much bigger? These questions create curiosity and encourage readers to continue the novel. Key characters introduced: Olive Smith, third-year PhD student at Stanford. Smart, hardworking, and logical. Socially awkward and prone to overthinking. Wants her best friend to be happy. Adam Carlson, brilliant biology professor. Famous scientist with a strict reputation. Appears cold, but acts unexpectedly kind during his first interaction with Olive. Anne, Olive's best friend, kind, loyal, and caring. Likes Jeremy but avoids dating him because of Olive. Jeremy, Olive's former date, nice and respectful. Has feelings that may be more compatible with Anne than with Olive. Themes introduced in Chapter 1: Friendship and Sacrifice. Olive is willing to embarrass herself so her best friend can be happy. First impressions can be misleading. Adam's reputation differs from his actual behavior. Logic versus emotion. Olive is a scientist, yet she makes a completely emotional, impulsive decision. The beginning of a fake relationship. One accidental kiss becomes the foundation for the story's central romance. Chapter 1, ending. Chapter 1 ends with Olive believing she has escaped one embarrassing mistake. However, readers can already sense that kissing Adam Carlson was not the end of the story. It was the beginning of an unexpected journey involving fake dating, academic life, friendship, and love.